You know, in the world of Dragon Ranger Omega, the biggest wars aren't fought with swords. They're fought with memories. Today, we're diving deep into the Severing, a conflict that doesn't just put a kingdom at risk, but the very fabric of reality itself.
So this right here, this is the heart and soul of a Dragon Ranger. The creed isn't just a saying, it's the moral compass for our heroes, Reese and Aurora. Everything they do, every single sacrifice, it all comes back to these words. It's their promise to protect the innocent no matter what.
And it's that promise that sends them right into the lion's den. Our story kicks off with a super risky covert mission into Sagage's, a kingdom just completely crushed under the iron fist of the tyrant Ericus de Deville.
So, how are they going to pull this off? Well, the whole mission is built on secrecy. They're posing as a simple trade guild, so they have to move like shadows. Their goal isn't just to help the resistance, but to get Princess Aurora, the true heir, back in touch with her people. And here's the catch. The #1 rule: they can't use their incredible ranger powers. One wrong move, one flashy display, and the entire thing just blows up in their faces.
But of course, just as they start making progress, just as those little seeds of hope begin to sprout, the enemy strikes back. And not with an army. Nope, they use a weapon that's so much more terrifying, one that doesn't break your body, but shatters your mind by literally twisting reality. I mean, think about that for a second. That's the terrifying logic the enemy is working with. Why bother fighting heroes when you can just erase their entire history? Why try to beat their truth when you can just rewrite reality to make it a lie? It's a devastating, mind-bending plan.
And this is that weapon. It's called the Severing. It's basically a mass illusion spell that covers the entire nation. It doesn't kill you, it just traps you in this deep, magical sleep. A perfectly constructed lie. The whole point is to completely cut you off from who you are, what you've done, and everyone you love.
And you can see just how total this deception is. In the real world, dragons are their partners. In the Severing, they're just fairy tales for kids. Aurora, who we know is a fierce warrior, is reduced to a damsel in distress. The guild they call home never even existed. And Reyes, her partner, her closest friend, is twisted into this dangerous stranger.
At the very center of this whole web of lies is Aurora. She's the kingdom's symbol of hope, so naturally she's the curse's #1 target. By trapping her in this magical sleep, the enemy basically turns her into the anchor for the entire illusion, and that drags everyone else in Sages down with her.
So, with all his friends and allies completely lost in this nightmare, Reis makes an almost impossible choice. He decides to walk right into the enemy's fabricated world. A hero, willingly descending into a world of lies to try and wake everyone up from the inside. But he gets this really grim warning from a powerful ally, the Dragon Sovereign Alpha. This is not going to be a simple rescue mission. The illusion is specifically designed to be a psychological trap, and the path to breaking it is meant to be as painful as possible, using Aurora herself as the weapon against him.
So armed with that terrible warning, Reis puts together a desperate plan. The steps, they sound simple enough, but actually doing it? Nearly impossible. He has to get inside the lie, find Aurora, and somehow use their shared past to trigger the real memories buried under the spell. In a war fought inside the mind, his only weapon is the truth.
Okay, so what does this battle actually look like once he's inside the illusion? Well, the fight isn't physical anymore. It's completely metaphysical. It's a war of wills, fought to expose the truth that's been buried under all these layers of deception.
And the challenge is immediately obvious. He finds Aurora, but she has total amnesia. She is 100% convinced that this false reality is real. She has no memory of being a warrior, of their friendship, of their entire life together. To her, Reyes is exactly what the spill wants him to be, a dangerous man trying to hurt her.
But here's the thing. The lie isn't perfect. You start to see these little but crucial cracks appearing in the facade. Her body remembers how to fight. She moves with an instinct her conscious mind just can't explain. She keeps having these dreams of another life, a life that feels more real than the one she's living. And she feels this pull, this unexplainable connection to this stranger, Reis. These little glitches are the first sign that her true self is fighting to get out.
In this quote from Aurora, wow, it just captures her internal war perfectly. Her mind, which is trapped by the spell, is screaming that everything Reis says is a lie. But her heart, her very soul, feels the truth in it. That's the real conflict here. Logic versus intuition, the lie they forced on her versus who she truly is.
So this all leads to Reis's final gambit.
His weapon isn't a sword anymore. It's their shared history. He begins to tell her their story, the entire story of her true life. All their adventures, their struggles, their bond. It's a full-on assault, using the power of their narrative to try and shatter the very foundations of the lie.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question at the very core of this whole thing. When your enemy can literally rewrite reality, when they can turn your own memories into a weapon against you, can a single, powerful truth, the story of who you really are, be enough to win the war?